Hey there, all my lay lawyers. I have got some great news for you today, and you are not going to want to miss this one. Stay tuned because it's about to get good. Now, I want to show you a video, and we're going to talk about everything that's being said. Well, maybe not everything. We're going to talk about a lot of what's being said, and we're going to talk about the implications and the revelations that came from this extremely important announcement from the DOJ. Listen, this is one of the most exciting things I have seen in a while. I'm going to have to apologize for my lighting and my setup here. I really wasn't planning on making a video, but in light of what came in, I had to get this out here. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Now, there was an announcement made today, and we're going to take a look at a couple parts of this announcement. First, we're going to come right over here. We're going to start at the beginning, and we're going to listen to like the first 3 minutes, and you're going to be blown absolutely away. Hang on.
My name is Kristen Clark, the Assistant Attorney General for the Civil Rights Division at the U.S. Department of Justice. I am joined by U.S. Attorney Todd Gee, who serves here in the Southern District of Mississippi. Today, the Justice Department is announcing the opening of a civil rights investigation into the city of Lexington, Mississippi, and the Lexington Police Department to determine whether they engage in a pattern or practice of conduct that violates the Constitution and federal law. Specifically, we will assess whether the police department uses excessive force, violates people's civil and constitutional rights during stops, searches, and arrests, engages in discriminatory policing, or violates people's civil rights to engage in speech or conduct protected by the Constitution. Lexington is a small community with approximately 1,600 residents and a police department with fewer than 10 officers. And in this regard, it is not unique. According to the Bureau of Justice statistics, half of America's police departments have 10 officers or fewer. The Justice Department is committed to protecting the constitutional rights of all Americans, whether they live in small towns or big cities. Residents of rural and underserved communities have the same rights and deserve the same protection as people who live in downtown Baltimore or the suburbs of Louisville. Police misconduct in smaller communities may not always garner national attention, but rest assured the Justice Department is watching. No city, no town, no law enforcement agency is too big or too small to evade our enforcement of the constitutional rights every American enjoys. Small and mid-sized police departments cannot and must not be allowed to violate people's civil rights with impunity. Just recently.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let's play another couple seconds of this clip.
In August, we obtained guilty pleas from 5 deputy sheriffs in nearby Rankin County and 1 police officer from Richland, Mississippi, for beating and torturing 2 black men. Accountability applies everywhere, and we hope this investigation makes crystal clear our commitment to ensuring constitutional policing in every corner of our country.
Boom!
Based on an
Did you hear what she just said? We hope this makes crystal clear that the DOJ is expecting and demanding constitutional policing across the United States. Mic drop. Really? Okay, I know a lot of us have been waiting a long time for this. But I actually think this has started some while ago, and I'll tell you why. I've been seeing and saying for some time now, maybe, I don't know, maybe about a year, that it's changing in this country. Something was going on. And um, I was seeing across the country police not busting in windows for people who are asserting their rights. I was seeing police not arresting people that, just a couple years ago, they would have been arresting them. Um, and I've been seeing that happen across the country. And this may very well be why, because the DOJ has already been notifying people that you better start following the Constitution. This is the biggest, best announcement I have seen in quite some time, and I'm really excited about it and the implications of it. So she goes on and emphasizes this again. Let me see if I can find it exactly. Hold on. Let's see if we can get. Is it gonna let? Yeah. Uh. Oh, my little program I'm using isn't letting me do that. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can do this another way. Hold on. Okay, maybe I've got it fixed now. Let's see.
Of a specific number, what I can tell you is that the allegations were credible and provide a sufficient basis for us opening a formal investigation, and that is what we're announcing today.
More than 5, more than 10?
Credible allegations.
Yes.
What was maybe the ultimate push in like staying forth to this investigation? Was it just overwhelming comments from the public or like anything in particular?
The Civil Rights Division, along with our U.S. attorneys, are working across the country to promote fair and non-discriminatory constitutional policing. And so our investigation today reflects that commitment and reflects our commitment to ensuring constitutional policing in every corner of the country, including in small rural communities like Lexington, Mississippi.
Did you hear that, people? Did you hear what she just said? I have been saying and saying and saying, make your complaints. Make your complaints. File your complaints. And I'm going to say it again. Listen, and the DOJ is the easiest place of all to file a complaint. You can do it in writing, you can do it on their website, or you can even call them and they will take a complaint over the phone. This is the DOJ Civil Rights Division. Now, she gives a phone number in this video, and I suggest that you go back and watch the entire video, but I wanted to share with you those highlights. And she gives a phone number. I believe that phone number is for the DOJ Southern District for, so like if you're in Mississippi, or anywhere else in the Southern District of what the DOJ considers their district. So, instead of calling the number she gives, which is a 601 area code, you're going to need to call 202. But just go to the DOJ website and look on there for civil rights complaints and make your complaints. It's never been more important than now to make those complaints. Get them out, get them done, get them in their hands. And listen, I thought another really good, interesting thing that she said. If you watch the video, you can hear better. But somebody had asked her, how many complaints did you receive about this police department or this city? And what she said is, we've taken credible complaints, any credible complaint. And they ask again, was it 1? Was it 10? And she said, credible complaints. That tells me if they get 1 and it's credible, they are going to investigate. So, get your complaints made. This is the Civil Rights Division, but remember, it was only a few years ago that the DOJ announced a new division which was protecting religious freedoms. So if you have a ministry, if you are a ministry and you've been under attack or targeted, you can complain to both of those departments, because apparently now we are getting some response. And don't tell me this is Biden's DOJ. I'm not buying it, and nobody I've talked to today is buying it. I've been on the phone all day. I'm worn out. I'm exhausted already. I wasn't expecting to do this. I'm not in a good setup. I have terrible lighting. But I thought this message was important enough to get out to you today. We have got to get our complaints in, and there's those 2 departments that you can complain to. There's the religious freedoms and there's the Civil Rights Division. You can call, you can write, you can email. And I think this also, some revelations around this announcement. I believe that this only proves what many of us have been saying for a long time, that there was change happening that people couldn't see. I got word that everything had been handled at the federal level and they had been working at the state and local levels for some time now. And this would make sense. This would make a lot of sense that they would be working in the state and local levels when the DOJ is notifying all the police departments and law enforcement agencies in general, I guess, that they need to be following the Constitution. So that's an incredible victory for all of us who have fought so long, and especially for those of us who have been targeted, who've spent time in jail, who've had our property taken. Get those complaints made, because it's a brand new day at the DOJ. Now, if you like this content and you want more, please subscribe, hit that like and that share, help me grow. I'm a teeny tiny channel, so if all 3 of you that are watching today would share and subscribe and do all those algo things, I would really appreciate it, and it would really help us so much. Thank you. We'll catch you next time. See you again real soon. Thanks.